500,000 licensed agents servicing a population, as you can see here, of 204 million. Now, let's fast forward a little bit to 2013. So there's only around that time, there were about 500,000 licensed servicing a population of 316 million. You don't have to be a genius. You can see in the diagram, you can see here that it's clearly not well proportioned, right? We need more agents. We need people who are going to come help us spread the message. And so PHP, we have a very large vision, and we're well on our way towards it. But let me just tell you what it is. We want to occupy 50% of the market. We want to have 500,000 licensed agents spreading the message and helping us kind of get in front of families and help them build their wealth, right?
Wow, that's a big goal.
It is. And like I said, we're well on our way. And the more that we attract people who kind of want to change lives and change their own lives, the closer we get to this vision, because we're going to do it. I mean, and not anything personally, but whoever jumps on board or doesn't, we're going to do this. You know what I mean? That's the vision. And our leadership is so great that this is what they live by every day. You know, when they wake up in the morning, this is what they're going towards. You know, they're trying to get in front of as many people as they can and spread the message, right? So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about products and services. The first thing, one of them that we're going to talk about is going to be term life insurance. We're going to talk about permanent life insurance, annuities, and living benefits. We'll get into that a little bit more, a little bit down the line, but those are the types of policies we're going to talk about. Carriers. So we are not an insurance company, okay? We're not an insurance company. We are a financial marketing organization. So we're not going to push a specific company's products on you. What we do for our agents is we work with what we do for our clients, we work with the top rated insurance carriers. American National, Mutual of Omaha, AIG. Have you heard of any of these insurance carriers?
Yeah, I heard of a few of those, and I think with like WFG, they wanted us just to push like Transamerica or something like that.
Yeah,
I didn't quite understand that. Yeah.
That's definitely what they're doing there, and you know, I don't like to rag on them too much, but since you brought it up, that's definitely what they're doing there. Okay, they definitely want you to use those products, and essentially. Okay. If you're really trying to help people, you already know it's not a one size fits all thing. You know, there's not a universal solution for an individual family's problem. So what we do, we work with these top rated insurance carriers, and we do not, all these carriers are A-rated, AAA rated, AA. We don't work with them if they drop their rating. If it drops to a B, we don't work with them. PHP has high standards, okay? We don't mess around. If their rating drops, we don't use them. Awesome. And so we're able to find for our clients within these top rated carriers the best product for them, right? We're not pushing a specific thing on them.
Love it. I love it.
Yeah, that's one of my, it's so important, you know, because like I told you, one size fits all, that's not realistic. So, so we're going to talk a little bit about the new life insurance. I'm going to tell you a story, right? And I'm going to use each one of these examples of different types of insurance to kind of let you know how they work, okay? So first, we're going to talk about term insurance. And I mean, it's in the name, very simple. This type of insurance is for a term. It's not for life, okay? So this is a very affordable type of insurance, but it does have an expiration. So let's say we have a 34-year-old woman, right? Who needs life insurance, and she decides to get a $500,000 benefit, or excuse me, a $500,000 policy using a term life insurance. That would be from the age 34 to the age 64. How much do you think she's going to be paying in life insurance? Just to get, you know, just an estimate for that. For
500,000. Yep. I would say maybe like $80-100 around there.
That's a good guess, and that's. I've actually heard higher, but the truth is she's going to be paying $30 a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
$30 a month. And that kind of goes back to what I was saying with using, you know, not the whole one size fits all. We're going to get the best price and the best product for this client.
I see it.
Now, the thing about this type of policy is, like I said, it does expire. So when she's 64, she's paid into this policy for 30 years at this $30 a month. What do you think happens to that money that she put into that policy?
It stays with the insurance company, right?
But of course, yes, it does. Good. See, you already know. See, you know some of this stuff. You're gonna do amazing. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I know a little bit, but I love the way you're explaining it. This just makes sense.
Yeah.
So simple.
Yeah. So like I said, like you said, the insurance company keeps that because that's the cost of insurance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let me ask you a question. At the end of this term, when she's not 34 anymore, she's 64. So what do you think is going to happen to the cost of insurance? It's going to go up, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right. So it's going to be, that's one thing with this type of policy. It's for a term, and by the end of that term, it's going to be a little bit harder to get insured at that point.
Right. Okay.
So the next type of policy we're going to go over is called a ROP, and I'll tell you about what that stands for in just a second. But let's just take the same woman, 34 years old, and she wants to get that $500,000 policy. So it's going to be for the same amount of time, 30 years. But let's just say she's paying a little bit more. Let's just say she's putting $100 a month into this policy. And I'll tell you why in a second.
Okay.
At the end of this term, this 30-year term, she's now 64. She's paid into this policy. What do you think happens to that $100 a month that she's been paying on that policy?
It'll stay with the insurance company, right? She will lose the money.
Right, and that's what happens with the term life insurance. But with this type of insurance, that ROP, it stands for return on premium.
So she would get all the money back, or just a portion?
Oh no, she gets every dime back that she put into that insurance policy. She's been paying she's been paying $100 a month for 30 years. She's getting back $36,000 if there's no claim.
Wow. Yeah, that one I would rather have that one.
Oh yeah, and it's gonna keep getting better. That is a better one than the term, but it's gonna keep getting better. So I mean, anyone would say, yeah, I want that ROP. I need the return on my money,
Oh yeah,
but,
absolutely.
Right, but at the same time, this one does expire, and there's, we'll talk about this in a later, maybe on a one-on-one or something. But there's a lot of different ways that this product is able to be marketed right now. Okay. There's a lot of different uses for life insurance. I'm sure you know. But this is tax-free money, obviously. So, there's a lot of different ways that we protect families using these types of policies. Okay, so we're going to talk about the third type of insurance, and this is permanent life insurance. Again, it's in the name. This is a permanent policy throughout your entire life. Some of the benefits of this policy, though, is that there's obviously the death benefit, like there is with any policy. But this policy actually has living benefits, and it has a cash value. So let me explain to you how this works. If a person wants the same amount of coverage, $500,000, they're going to be paying a premium every month. And let's say it's $200. It's going to be a little more expensive, and I'll explain to you why. Some of that money is going towards the cost of insurance, just in case anything happens to this person. But another portion of that money is going into a cash value bucket for them, right? So this policy is the only one that's going to be building a cash value, essentially, for this person to, let's say, invest in their business ventures. Let's say they're a real estate person, or let's say they want to open a franchise. Whatever it is, they can take from this policy and do whatever it is that they want to do based on that cash value, right?
Wow, what is that policy called?
This is called the Index Universal Life. So you'll hear it a lot when you become an agent with us. You'll hear it a lot. It's called the IUL, or Index Universal Life.
Okay.
Right. Let me explain to you too the living benefits. So especially right now, here's a good example. Unfortunately, a lot of people, I believe it's 30 to 40% of the American population is estimated to get this coronavirus that's going on, right?
Okay.
So somebody with the IUL, if they were to unfortunately become infected with this coronavirus, there's a living benefits, right? There's a living benefits part of this policy, which if something happens to them, they're unable to work. They get a chronic illness or something like that. They're actually able to have access to this $500,000 in their policy.
Well, so access to that money while they're still alive.
Oh yeah, they have access to that money while they're still alive. So the way we set it up for our clients is, like I said, if they get cancer, unfortunately, or get the coronavirus or something like that, they're able to access that money. And let's say they want to go to another country, where they have a different kind of medicine, they have a cure, or whatever they want to use that money on, their house, whatever it is that they're not able to do now because they're not working, they have that insurance policy that's going to help them do those things.
It's amazing. Okay.
And
Okay.
this is one of my favorites right here because I'm sure you know from studying a little bit, but just, if somebody starts early with this type of policy, it's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? Whatever you want, whatever type of whatever you want to fund for
Wow.
yourself, you're building the cash value, and you can't beat that when you have the living benefits as well.
Okay. And anybody can qualify for that? Like if I wanted that, can I get that? Can I get like as much as I want in coverage, or how do you guys do that?
Yes, you can. Like I mentioned earlier, we'll get you the best price, obviously, for the coverage that you want. But yes, anybody can qualify for this. Sometimes there's like a medical exam or something like that. They'll come out to your house or whatever it is. But for the most part, anybody's able to qualify for this. And in my opinion, it's a better type of policy to get while you're young, right?
Okay.
Because
Okay.
if you want to get the best bang for your buck, you're going to want that cash value to be high, right?
Right.
Cool. So I want to go over any questions about those three types of policies.
No, like this is so simple to me. I'm like super like fired up to learn more just because the way you're explaining it, no one at WFG has explained it the way that you're explaining it to me right now. And it just makes so much sense. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you know what? I agree with you on that. When I was with WFG too, there wasn't really much. It's kind of like you get in and then it's like figure it out, So with
Wow.
PHP, we have such a great platform of they teach us about leveraging our leadership, right? So you don't just get in the door and then you have to look both ways before crossing the street kind of thing, right? It's like
Mhm.
you have somebody to help you. You have somebody you can leverage. You have, as long as you're coachable, you're going to kill it. You're going to kill it.
Wow.
You have
Okay.
all the information at your fingertips.
Okay.
But yeah, let me go over the way that you will get compensated as an agent here, okay?
Okay.
Let's say you helped this woman with this term policy, right? So she's paying $30 a month. So the math on this goes like this. They have a $30 premium, so the annual premium on that is $360. $360, you multiply that times 120%. Okay, and I'll tell you the reason I'm getting this 120% because I know you're like, that's a lot. Well,
Yeah.
these insurance companies that we work with, these top rated insurance companies, PHP is where it's at right now. We're the ones who are doing the most for their business right now. So they really trust us. They know we have integrity and we're going to do the best for our clients. Why they pay us this 120% right here. Boom. So you multiply that. Yeah, I don't know about WFG. I'm just kidding.
No, they started off with like a less amount of contract. Like I think they started me off with like 25% or something.
Yeah, see, we don't. Okay, so we don't do that here, but we'll get to that. So you have that $360 multiplied by 120%, so you get $432. Now the average contract level in our company is 50% off. 50%. So if you multiply that, that's $216 that you made for one, protecting this family here, helping them out. And then for two, it only took an hour of your time.
Wow.
And you made $216. How would you like to make $216 in an hour?
Oh, love it. That's like doctor money right there, right?
Right? And even speaking for myself, other jobs I've made much less than that per hour to do a lot more work, right?
Absolutely.
Cool. And then on the other end of it, like I said, you get to help. You're going out there like a superhero, man. We're like superheroes at PHP. You're going out there protecting a whole family. Plus, you're getting paid to do it, right?
Right.
Okay, so let's go over the second one. I won't, but this is the same math. Let's say you help them with that $100 policy. The annual premium will be $1,200.
Wow.
Multiply that, and then the average contract is 50%. So for this policy that you really just help this family, and don't forget this is the ROP. So you're gonna get paid $720.
What? So that means what I make in a whole 2 weeks. If I help two families, I can make almost $1,400.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yep. And working with us and the mentors you're gonna have, you're gonna do more than 2 policies a week.
Absolutely. Okay.
We're gonna the next level for sure. But supplementing your income or replacing that income. A lot of our agents do start off part-time, so you could be able to kind of do the 2 policies a week you're talking about while you still work your other job if that's what you want to do. You know what I mean? Yeah.
This just makes sense, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's go over this third type of policy really quick. So this is the permanent policy. I call it the triple threat. Boom, boom, boom. You know, you got the death benefit, living benefit, and cash. So you just really help this family protect, you know, their house or whatever it is, all their assets and things like that with this 500,000. So that 200, the annual premium would be $2,400. Again, at 120%. Now you multiply that times a 50% contract. Look what you just made. Look what you just made right here.
One client?
Oh yeah, that's one client. Yeah.
Wow.
And
this is amazing.
And I didn't, I'm sorry, I didn't mention this. I'm sure you know, because I believe it's kind of the same with WFG. But look, your client, yeah, you're going to get paid this, right? You're going to get paid this $1,440, but you will never take any money from the client. You'll never take any money out of their pocket. Those insurance companies, like I said, they're paying us, you know, based on the business that you do, they're paying us directly. We don't charge consultation fees. We don't charge, you know, people who are trying to protect themselves. We don't charge them for sitting down with them and doing a policy for them. Okay.
Wow. So clients don't pay us any consultation fees or anything like that. Okay.
They'll never,
awesome.
Yeah, they'll never pay us anything. We get paid by those top rated insurance companies that I was telling you about. That's how we get paid here.
That's amazing.
It is, man. I love what I do. All right, so I'm gonna go over with you really quick the 3 ways that money grows. Has anyone ever talked to you about the 3 ways that money grows?
I mean, we learned a little bit of like variable and then doing the test, I remember, but see, no one's ever told it to me this way and how simple it is to explain it. Right. I was always like very confused with the way they were trying to teach me.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be confusing. You'll get more comfortable with these terms and things like that as we kind of move on, and when you get more comfortable working with people and things like that. So let me first show you the first way. So this way that money grows is called this way is called fixed, right? So this is savings accounts, CDs, money market, bonds, right? And there's essentially no growth here. You know, do you know how much you get if you have a savings account? Do you know how much they're giving you on your money for putting it there?
Man, like next to nothing.
Yeah, it's like 0.001% or something crazy like that, right? I think Chase gives like 0.003. So, and they think they're doing something, right? So the thing is, your money is safe for sure, right? You have the safety, boom. But there's no growth. There's no growth. Your money's just sitting there, and we all know we want our money to go to work for us, right?
Oh, yeah.
So the second way is variable. This is 401ks, mutual funds, individual stocks, and even real estate. So with this one, there's definitely growth on your money, potential for growth, right? You got an upside potential for your money, but there's no safety. This is the volatile market, okay? This is where your money is at the most risk right here. This is where your money's at the most risk when you have it. So
you can lose a lot of money there?
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, you know, they'll say, or whoever's, you know, marketing these type of products will tell you, you know, there's an upside potential, but you got to look at that second word, potential, you know, because there's also a risk involved, you know, so there's no safety. So the next way that I'm talking about, that I'm going to show you here is called index. So indexed annuities. This is something that we are helping so many people with right now, with everything going on. People were losing a lot of money, right, in their 401ks. When the stock market,
I think I might have lost some money.
You really?
I think I might have lost some money.
Okay, we're gonna have to fix that. And I'm gonna show you how right now. Okay. So these indexed accounts, you have the safety of your money, and you also get the growth. So I'll explain to you how this works. The best of both worlds. So with the indexed annuity, you have something called a zero floor. So when the market goes down, you don't have to, when the market goes down and lose money, you're never going to go in the negative. If you're getting 1%, you'll get 1%. If you're getting 0, you'll get 0, but you will never go in the negative and start losing your money there, right? And then let's talk about the growth. You will participate 50% in the growth of the market. Okay. So essentially, yeah, this is the best of both worlds right here. You get the safety of your money, and you also have the growth of your money. So we're talking about protecting your principal, participating when the market goes up, and then the zero floor again. So does that make sense? Do you understand what I mean by that?
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. It's very clear. You can participate when the market is good, right? You
Yep.
can make money when the market is good.
Yep, and the zero floor, so you'll never lose anything. And we'll talk about that too, what you were talking about, how you think you lost some money. We can definitely help you out with that, because
Okay, perfect.
most definitely. Okay, so moving on along a little bit. So protecting your retirement. Right now, this is something that we're helping so many people with, and I mean, they need this. You know what I mean? Nobody really can afford, but especially the elderly, no one can afford to lose $1, but more or less losing 31%, right?
Wow.
The market did. So with these annuities, we're protecting people's retirement by protecting their principal, giving them that upside potential for growth. They have a death benefit protection and a lifetime income. So I'm sure you're familiar with annuities. People are using this as kind of like a personalized pension, right?
Right.
Instead of a 401k, which they tell people that the 401k is going to be like a pension, but you have taxes, you have all these things that occur with the 401k. That's not the case with these annuities. You move your money into an annuity for the safety, for the growth, and for the lifetime income. Okay, so this is what I was telling you we would help you out with your 401k, so you don't have to keep losing any money. Now let's say you were going to help somebody do this, as an agent with us. This is kind of an average amount, of money for somebody to have in a 401k. That's not like extremely high number at all. $200,000. So what we do, it's called a 401k rollover. So what we do is we get the money from their 401k, we roll it over into an indexed annuity. And again, they're not paying you. The client is never paying you out of their pocket when you do this with them, but the insurance carrier is going to pay you 8% of that. 8%.
Okay, so their entire $200,000 will get rolled over to their new account with the insurance company?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. When we're doing that to protect, the safety of their money, they have the upside potential and the lifetime income. We're going to move that all over, because we can't afford that client can't afford to lose it. So, like I said, we're getting paid 8%. 8% of that will be $16,000. Now, again, the average contract level with us is 50%. And so 50% of that, what you got? You got
what?
$8,000.
For helping people and for rolling over and protecting their money.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
And that's
wow.
And literally this right here. I mean, I love what we do, period. But honestly, I think maybe I have like a soft spot, right, for the old, for the older people who are, even if they're 10 years from retirement, they can't afford to lose any money. So
yeah, I mean, they work so hard to have that money saved up, for them to
exactly.
lose it like that. Wow.
Exactly. With the misconception that 401k was going to be a safe place for their money, right? Because
right.
That's the thing, is that we have to get out there and get this message to people, because people are being properly educated on these things. They don't know that something like 2008 could happen, or something like the coronavirus can happen. And next thing you know, then they have to think about how much money they have and how much longer they're going to have to work. So doing a rollover like this would get you paid as an agent $8,000. I mean,
and I don't need to get my securities license or my series license, right? Because I don't.
No, not for that. That would be for those products that are in the volatile market. Like I said, the variable products, that would be for.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, this is the index annuity, and that's what PHP, we specifically use index products because our thing really is people helping people. Okay, we want to protect their money. We want to protect the growth and the safety. Okay, so that's what we do for our clients. We're not going to put them in a place where they could possibly lose more money than they already have, right?
Wow. Okay.
Right. So let me move on a little bit. Oh yeah, did you have any questions about any of that stuff up there?
No. It's pretty clear to me now. Yeah.
Cool. So here we are. So this is a part of the presentation where I would hope, I'm not going to assume, but I would hope that, especially, eye to eye, WFG, I would hope that I made a good impression on you. I'm not going to assume that I did, but I did. Did I make a good impression on you today about?
Absolutely. I think it was very straightforward, and it was just straight to the point, and just love the way you explained it. Yeah, most definitely.
Great. Well, thank you. So, so this is the part of the presentation where I would just kind of ask you to look at this with 3 different sets of eyes, right?
Okay.
I want you to look at it knowing that if there's anybody you love, anyone you care about, or anyone in your network, I know you said you live in Vegas for 10 years, so you probably have a large network of people here. Anyone you know that would benefit from the education that I just gave you and the things we just talked about, referrals.
Man, I can think of a lot of people right now. Yeah.
That's awesome. And that's really going to help you when you jump on board, because you'll get all of your training out of the way from those, from your, basically your warm market or whoever you know that needs this information.
Okay.
Cool. And then the second one is a free consultation. So like I told you, we don't charge our clients ever. They never pay us out of pocket. Okay. If we help them, then we get paid from the insurance company, right? If when we figure out what's going to work for them and personalize a plan for them, then we get paid from the insurance company. So anyone who you know that would need this free consultation, or yourself, we can get that money moved over for you.
Okay.
And then the third one, which is where we at, this is where we're at, partnering with the firm. Obviously, I think you could use a little bit of fire being lit, you know what I mean? As far as getting your license and things like that. I know that we have the perfect platform. Like I said, I came from WFG. So there's so many other things too that I didn't even talk about in this presentation when it comes to the differences, but partnering with PHP would definitely give you a whole new way of thinking about entrepreneurship and the life insurance financial services industry for sure.
Wow. Yeah, I would say all 3. Like, honestly, I have tons of referrals. I definitely need a free consultation to see if my money is safe where I have it.
Yeah.
And partnering up, man, I think that you just opened my eyes again to a beautiful platform. And you're telling me you can teach me how to do this presentation and how to get my license quickly?
Most definitely. We have an entire system here. So, and like I said, I don't want to keep referring back to WFG, but I need you to know this. One of the differences here, like, for example, I have an amazing mentor, literally whenever and whatever it is that I have a question about, I'm always reaching out to him, and he's always, people really, really are always fighting for his time and stuff, but I kind of like push myself to the front of the line because I'm always asking questions, Okay. So like training, we have licensing. Like I told you, our licensing coordinator, Tim Webb, amazing dude. And he's really, really about helping people get licensed. Okay. So we have the training part. We do field trainings. I would be taking you on field trainings. And we would be kind of leveraging our leadership as far as getting you, getting all your training out of the way and making it to where you're comfortable talking to people, and comfortable, getting referrals, doing consultations, or even, finding your own business partners. So training, licensing, and then clients. That's kind of the system that we have here. Okay. I'm going to talk a little bit down here about this dude, Coach C4. Can I get a max lot? No. Okay. So this is Curtis Seaman right here, man. This man right here. First of all, he's an amazing leader. Him and his wife are at the top of Max Life. They gave my coach the opportunity to pioneer this whole state. So this is why we're even sitting here right now talking, right? Is because of C4. He's a great family man, very intelligent. He really cares about us too as agents. So he does a lot of training and things, but he also does things about family. You know what I mean? Him and his wife actually do little webinars and stuff about, how to stay safe right now and how to kind of keep your family together and, things like that. I really respect him, man. He's an amazing leader. Then that's really important to me, like family and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. That's one thing too about when I was telling you that we're a whole family, like a whole unit, right? And a big team. Right. Everybody doesn't just care about making money. Everybody cares about making money, but we also, our first priority is helping people. And that includes us, on a lot of different levels. It includes our leadership, our downline. We're always helping each other get better. Okay. So this is our CEO. His name is Patrick Bet-David. Have you ever heard of Patrick Bet-David?
You know what? I've seen videos of him. I think I've seen a few videos on him about like entrepreneurship and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, let
So,
me just
is
first
he
tell
on
you.
YouTube?
Yeah, let me just first tell you that he came from WFG. He came from
Really?
WFG. He did.
Wow.
He did come from
Okay.
WFG. And
Mhm.
right now he runs the #1 channel for entrepreneurs. The
Wow.
#1 channel on YouTube. Yeah. He does a lot. He founded a PHP about 10 years ago, and he's all over the internet. He's an amazing leader. He's put people in front of us like Kobe Bryant,
Wow.
people like Kevin Hart. He's brought these people to our events, to interview them and to speak to us and things like that. So he's just constantly on a whole another level of self-improvement and teamwork and things like that. He's very driven, obviously, to have done everything that he does for us. And we
Wow.
just really appreciate him and the opportunity he's given us here.
So you're saying he's the owner? I never knew he was the owner of PHP. He owns PHP, or he
Yes,
founded PHP?
yes, he did. Yep,
Wow.
he's our
Okay.
CEO, our owner, and honestly, he's not. It's not like he just owns PHP. He is heavily involved. He gives us incentives for working hard.
Wow.
He shows us what to do. He actually trains our leadership personally. He
Wow.
actually coaches them.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah, so it's really awesome to get coached from the best. You know what I mean? And they make sure that it comes all the way down. To wherever you're at in the company, we all get to kind of benefit from that. So it's awesome.
Okay. Awesome.
Well, the last thing I'm gonna tell you about is basically the platform and the platform fee and things for getting started with us. Currently, we can't work with anyone who, if you're not licensed, if you have any felonies, bankruptcy, misdemeanors, or tax liens. Unfortunately, we're not able to work with you if you're not already licensed. But our entire back office platform, if you're not licensed, your training to get your license and all that stuff comes for $199. It's a one-time fee. So you would only be paying this once. It's not like an annual thing. You just pay this to get your agent code. Boom, we get you started and start training you and helping you out.
Okay. Okay. So what would be the next step for me?
What would be I'm sorry, what did you say?
Yeah. What would be the next step for me if I said, yeah, I definitely, because I love what I hear. I just want to know, like, what's the next step for me to get going with you guys?
Okay, well, I would actually really want to, because I know you're going to do amazing. I know you're going to do amazing in the company, and I really like your story, and I know you have a large network of people here. You sound really driven to do well, but I would want to get you on the phone with my personal coach, just so that you can hear from him and just kind of know who it is that's coaching me and mentoring me.